Hello students, I'm Indira. In this video, today I will talk about the third chapter of your book Vistas, that is the supplementary reader. And the third chapter in this book is Journey to the End of the Earth. It is written by Tishani Doshi. Now let's have a look at the theme of the chapter first of all. The lesson Journey to the End of the Earth revolves around the world's most preserved place, Antarctica. Not many people have been there, but Tishani Doshi was one of those who got this opportunity to be one of them. She is a South Indian who went on this expedition with a group of teenagers affiliated with the Students on Ice program, which aims at taking young minds to different ends of the world. The Students on Ice program provides inspiring educational opportunities which help to foster an understanding and respect for our planet. The objective of taking children to Antarctica is to teach them the importance of protecting the Earth's environment and giving them an insight into the Earth's past, present, and future. Something about the writer Tishani Doshi. Tishani Doshi is a writer and dancer of Welsh Gujarati origin. She was born in Madras, India in 1975. She studied business administration and communications at Queen's College, Charlotte, North Carolina, and gained a master's degree in the writing seminars at Johns Hopkins University, Baltimore. She moved to London in 1999, becoming assistant to the advertising department of Harper's and Queen magazine. In 2001, she returned to India where she became a dancer with the choreographer Chandralekha. She also works as a freelance journalist, contributing to various newspapers such as The Guardian, The International Herald, The Tribune, The New Indian Express, and The Nation. Let's take a look at the summary of the chapter. The writer Tishani Doshi visited Antarctica, the coldest, the driest, and the windiest continent in the world, aboard the Russian research vessel Akademik Shokalsky. The journey, beginning at Chennai, passed through many areas, geographical, ecological, and temporal. The author traveled about 100 hours in a car, aeroplane, as well as the ship. The purpose of the journey was to know everything in detail about Antarctica. The writer's first reaction on reaching there was of relief, followed by wonder at its vastness, pristine beauty, its isolation, and geological history. Before human evolution, Antarctica was a part of a huge tropical landmass called the Gondwana, which existed 650 million years ago. Gradually, biological, geological, and geographical changes occurred, and Antarctica got separated and moved away, evolving into what it is today. This picture shows the continental drift very clearly. The first picture shows how Gondwana was a single landmass and gradually it started breaking into pieces, and finally the modern world was formed where it was broken into different countries. This picture shows that because of this continental drift, India also started drifting northwards, and 75 million years ago, you can see in the picture, Indian subcontinent had a different shape. With the passage of time, it started taking a new shape, and ultimately we got the present day Indian subcontinent. Continuing with the summary, a visit to Antarctica gave the writer a deeper understanding of mountain folds, that is, the Cordilleran folds as shown in the picture, the Earth's history, ecology, and environment. The writer felt unsettled there in 2 weeks' time, not only because she came from a much hotter place, but also because all features of human civilization were absent from an already desolate landscape. Antarctica is inhabited by a variety of life forms, from tiny midges and mites to big blue whales. There are icebergs as big as countries. You can see in the picture the Cordilleran folds. These are the mountain ranges. Because of that continental drift, such kind of mountain ranges were formed. The long summers, the silence broken occasionally by cracking ice sheets and avalanches, the blue whales and icebergs all contribute to an ecological implication that the future for human is not good. Humans who are known to have existed for mere 12,000 years have caused tremendous impact and played havoc with nature. Population explosion, putting a strain on available resources, carbon emissions, fossil fuels, and global warming have all resulted in climatic and ecological imbalances that have also affected Antarctica. These picture signs of human impact on Mother Nature: deforestation, use of plastics, air pollution, thoughtless advancement and progress made by human beings all have contributed and added to the global warming. This has consequently led to the melting of ice, even at Antarctica, which is thoroughly unpopulated place. Future generations are definitely going to face catastrophic times if we did not keep a check on such kind of activities. Antarctica, though unpopulated, has been affected immensely by the thoughtless activities of man on this earth, and there are concerns for its half a million year old carbon records trapped under its ice sheets. The Students on Ice program, an initiative of Canadian adventure educator Geoff Green, takes students on expeditions to Antarctica to create awareness in them, the future policy makers. The stark proof of global warming and environmental threats helps students attain an understanding of ecosystems and biodiversity of. Take a look at the picture. This picture shows students aboard Academic Shokalsky, the Russian research vessel. The students have been taken here for studying the climate of Antarctica. The purpose is also to sensitize them on the issue of global warming and its impact on Antarctica. An amazing display of food chain of the Southern Ocean helps in the understanding that further depletion of ozone layer will set off a chain reaction that will affect the global carbon cycle. The simple truth is, take care of small things and bigger ones will automatically be taken care of. Before their return, the writer got an opportunity to walk on the ocean at 65.55 degrees south, which made her realize that she was walking on 180 meters of ocean water, a rich kaleidoscope of life. Reaching home, she wondered whether Antarctica would ever be warm again, how much difference a million years can make, and that each day makes a difference. This picture shows the ocean's food chain, which entirely rests upon phytoplankton, a microscopic aquatic plant. The entire aquatic life depends on this single-celled microscopic plant, but in case this plant gets destroyed because of the thoughtless activities of human beings, that is the pollution created by man, the entire food chain of the ocean will be disturbed and the survival of many species will be in danger. This was all about the chapter Journey to the End of the Earth by Tishani Doshi. The bottom line that we all have to remember is take care of small things and the big things will fall into place. Thank you. All the best.